It's that time of the year where celebrities from every corner of Hollywood stroke their egos and pop bottles of champagne to celebrate their movies getting nominated in the second best awards show in show business, and that's the Oscars. And a little over a day ago, the Oscar nominations were just announced, and overall I think everyone got a good chunk of the nomination pie. They were fairly accurate. However, I also do believe that there have been a few snubs, and that's mainly what I'm here to talk about. But before I do that, I don't like how people throw around the word snub all willy-nilly, because if you think about it, if you say something was snubbed from the Oscars, you are implying that someone else should be taken out and replaced with the person that has been snubbed. In other words, there's just someone else who deserves it more. Because a lot of people just say people have been snubbed for the sake of being snubbed. For example, goobers are saying that Leonardo DiCaprio was snubbed of a nomination from the Best Actor category. But if you look at all the people who got nominated and watch their performances, it's hard to just take one of these actors out and replace them because they all deserved it. So it's just one of those situations where DiCaprio wasn't the top best performer of this year in my opinion, but I get why people are upset. However, if we look at a category like, I don't know, the animated film category, there is one stinky and goofy movie that deserves to be booted off of here, and that's Elemental. And it should have been replaced with either Ninja Turtles or better yet, Suzume, because they are by far superior films, and I don't know how these movies went over the Academy's pizza brain because they were more magical than this decent movie. But speaking of animation, let's talk about Spider-Verse, and more specifically its score, because it had some fantastic music playing in the background when you watch this movie, especially if you saw it in a theater. But how are you going to convince me that Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny had a better score than Spider-Verse? That's just wrong. Now I'm gonna move back a little bit and go into defense mode, because some people are upset that America Ferrera in Barbie got a nomination for Best Supporting Actress, and people believe that it was only because of that monologue that she gave. Now, if we're basing this nomination off of that monologue, I think she deserves it. It was well delivered, it was very uniquely acted, and that alone should get her the nod. And plus, don't neglect how she acted alongside Margot Robbie or Ariana Greenblatt in some scenes. Ferrera deserves this nomination, but not to win. Davine Joy Randolph gets that Oscar. But anyway, sticking to the topic of Barbie for a bit, some people and celebrities are royally upset Margot Robbie and the director of Barbie, Greta Gerwig, didn't get a nomination in their respective categories. Now, hands down, Gerwig deserves a director nomination. Okay, take out Jonathan Glazer for The Zone of Interest and give it to Gerwig. There's no argument there. But for Margot Robbie, hot take, I don't think she deserves to be nominated for Best Leading Actress. Now, her performance isn't bad at all, I just don't think it's anything revolutionary. But there is one person who acted miles better than Margot Robbie and didn't get nominated, and that's Greta Lee in Past Lives. She was snubbed, and Annette Bening from Nyad should be replaced with Lee, because her performance makes you want to rip your heart apart, and you're going to want to sit down and write a book about your life. She was fantastic. Now time for a little quickfire round of deserving and undeserving snubs, because thank God Saltburn didn't get anything. Godzilla Minus One and Iron Claw should have gotten more nominations, and also these Nyad nominations are pretty annoying, and I really don't care that May December got very little nods, but good thing Bradley Cooper didn't get a director nomination. But yeah, thanks for watching.